Hello everyone, this is Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to give you a tour of my stone step garden bed. So I'll start this project by showing you this video by showing you a before of what this bed used to look like, and then we'll tour what it looks like now. As you can see in the back, I think this is picture perfect. This is what I was going for when I initially started this garden bed. So come along with me. Let's take a tour of this garden bed, and please love if you can subscribe to the channel, share the video, like it, and comment. So let's get started. Alright, so panning back over to the front, let's go ahead and start looking at each of the individual plants. So here I have a clump of Helen von Stein lamb's ear, and the white flower that you see is feverfew. Now what I did is, you'll notice that I have some pampas grass here and over here. I think that's a variety. If not, I'll pop it on the screen. And then I have a border of the dwarf zinnias that are going to fill in really nicely. So they've started to bloom now. Earlier in the season, I had Arlea that was blooming, and so that looked really nice. If I can find a picture, I'll pop it in. This is called a shrimp tree. Apparently the flowers look like shrimps. Moving around, again, my pots in front of my garage, they're looking very nice, developing really nicely. I think I have a little bit of a gap here that I'm gonna have to find something to put in there, and you all know I have no problem finding plants. So a look from this perspective. So over here you have some echinacea. These I grew from seed. So last year when I planted them, they didn't really do anything year one, but year two they came back with a vengeance. I mean, they look amazing. Back here is a Beardstown, which has finished blooming for right now. I'm not sure if it'll give me a second flush, but we'll see. And then you've got some more echinaceas here, and you can see some more echinaceas here too as well. Now behind the area there is some mahogany splendor hibiscus, which those are starting to bloom. Let me see if I can zoom in a little. Not bloom, I'm sorry, foliage. The leaves look like Japanese maple leaves, and the intent is that as the season grow on, they will get taller and provide some structure over here. This, of course, is our Dara. I'm sorry. So I've got some white, and the chocolate Dara has started blooming. So this is chocolate Dara right over here. Now I planted some new perennials this year. So, well, this rose was here last year, but I planted a what is that called? I'm gonna have to pop the name on the red twig dogwood. I planted that there. This hibiscus, which I'm gonna have to come and stake today, I planted that from seed. I went to the Cobb County Master Gardener sale a few seasons ago, and they had the seeds on sale, which I bought them. And last year it didn't really do anything, but this year clearly I'm gonna have to stake it because it's getting a little bit too heavy, and there's flower buds
on it, so I'm really excited to see. I don't remember what color it is. I think it's pink, but we'll see. I got some fountain grass here, and here has some perennials. There's Japanese anemone that's there. You've got some yarrow that's over here. I planted some annual, so this is now growing in for this season. There is some celosia that had self-seeded. There's some zinnias that's there. And then intertwine, I have some queen lime zinnias. So you'll notice I dot them around the area. So that will be the next flush of bloom. This particular plant is a Amsonia, which is done blooming for the season, but I just love the foliage on that. I have some sedums here. I think this is Autumn Joy. Coreopsis. And blanking on this name again, I'll pop it on the screen. And some of my queen lime zinnias are starting to bloom. I think this one is a queen lime orange. I did plant the red as well. We've got some Artemisia and the most beautiful cone flowers out there, which I'm going to determine to find more so I can add it to my collection. This one is a serpentine weeping atlas cedar, and behind it I planted that so we can have some more vertical interest. And that's a canna lily. I'm going to try to pop the name on the screen. And it does give an orange flower, and as you can see, I'm filling in back there with more mahogany splendor hibiscus. I did plant, you probably could see a little bit there, some amaranthus that gives the long red tassels. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and stake that because it's starting to get some height. More pink yarrow here. I've got some Japanese anemone here, which I think that one blooms a pink flower. And more beautiful cornflower again, or echinacea. I just love the whimsical look of these. Pardon my AC. I'm gonna have to find a way to cover that up a little bit more, but that's a future project. In here I've got more echinacea. Here I've got some celosia that's self-seeded on my bed over there, so I transplanted it into this pot. And here are some Canterbury bells seedling that they're biannual, so I planted them from seed earlier in the spring, and they should overwinter and I'll get flowers next year. Turning out this side of the bed, I am basically things are growing in here. So I've got not sure what this is called. I found it at a specialty nursery. It's some sort of orange. I'll try to find a name if I can and pop it on the screen. Got some peonies there. There's lots of zinnias that are coming in, which I'm going to have to start staking them. I think this is the queen lime red. And then I did a border of the zinnia. So this is a dwarf zinnia. This is the salmon color. Over here is yellow. And then this is my favorite, the raspberry ripple, which starts out really bright. And I've got some sedum here. Over there is a Korean lilac. I think it's Miss Molly. And then here is a rose. Absolutely amazing. Now I planted some vines of the hyacinth bean, which you can see here, and seemed to be taking mine of its own, climbing up the rose. So I'm going to train it to just climb up the rose. Now I do have some beardstown that I planted from seed here that I'm just using these areas as a placeholder because you know perennials, when you start them from seed, year one, they do nothing. And so I have a whole line of them here, and I'm really liking Beardstown, so I want to try them from seed. So I got these from a company online. I think it's Swallowtail Seeds is where I got it from, and I'm gonna plant that up. Hopefully by next year they'll have some good size. Now, no garden tour has to end without showing you the reality of gardening. And in my case, I want to show you all the weeds that I have to work through. So this all looks like plants. Nope, they're all weeds. So that's on my project list. I need to come and weed these. So wish me luck with all of that. Over here is some sea holly, I think is what you call them. If not, I'll pop the name on the screen. This is a perennial for me, and so it comes back every year. I'm not sure why this section didn't give any blooms this year. Over here I have some Dara that are absolutely gorgeous and so whimsical. This is a chocolate Dara, I believe is what you call them. Now I have some straw flowers, which they're one of my favorite flowers, that are starting to bloom, and they're very paperish, and they do dry amazingly. So they sell seed for me every year. So I'm just waiting. So I've got some here. There's some of them over here, some over in that section too as well. Out here we've also got a peach tree, so I decided to put a fruit tree in my side yard to experiment with it because I wanted one and we were out of space. So where else do I have space other than the side yard? So this is where it goes. So coming back to this side here, so I want to show you the skinny side of the garden bed. So here I have more feverfew. My favorite thing that I did was a couple years ago I started dividing up my lamb's ear, and I'm making a hedge of it. So eventually I'll have a whole hedge of lamb's ear at the end of this bed. But over here in this container over there, I've got some more Canterbury bells with some sedums growing. Here I have some Lysianthus, which if you notice they have buds. We'll try to do a whole video on Lysianthus. This is a stone crop. And again, beautiful feverfew. More echinacea. My black-eyed Susan are filled with buds, so in about a week or so we'll have lots of plants, lots of flowers. This Dusty Miller, I've had this for probably 3 to 5 years, I'm estimating, because every year I will trim it down and then it'll just come back. But this is just a beautiful view of the foliage. This is a Rosa Sharon that I actually dug up from my parents' yard. So hopefully this year I'll get some flowers. I think it's been in the garden 3 years now. So hopefully I'll get some flowers this season. More lamb's ear. Now I love this scene because you've got the, what is this called? Ajuga. And well, it's a mix of things. Ajuga, some Russian sage, you got a fern, which you'll see that in another video, and then the beautiful black-eyed Susans. This tree is a Japanese maple. I'm not sure what the variety is, but I think it's been in the yard probably 5 to 6 years now, I believe. I'll need to find what year we actually did this stone step.
I hope you all enjoy the tour of the Stone Step garden bed. This has been one of the most rewarding projects to see it go from nothing to where it is today. It's just simply amazing. I know I overplanted a lot of things, but I was going for that cottagey look, which I think I went a little bit overboard, but I still need to do some work with some height, I think, at least to the part where it's up against the wall. I think I need to add some height there. So that's a future thing that's on my list. I would love to hear what parts of this particular garden you like or what flowers you like. And I would love to see what you're doing in your garden. So post any comments or pictures in the comment section on there. So love if you can subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment as well. Until next time, happy gardening.